making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
I forgot to pause my video. You guys can probably hear that. And I really honestly just forgot how to record. I'm like looking at the remote on my tripod and the remote thingy for my ring light, and I'm like, well, how do I record? And I was like, oh yeah, you gotta push it on your phone. But welcome to my channel. My name is Jenna. This is Jenna Stitches, and today is Things We're Making Thursday. The nice little jingle at the beginning of the video was created by Jess from J Hook Magic and her husband, and it is our little jingle for Things We're Making Thursday. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out. If you like it, please think about liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff, because I would really appreciate it. We are going to do a giveaway at 800 and I forgot what I'm at, 774. So just a few more subscribers and we'll do a giveaway. I was originally planning on doing a giveaway for my birthday because my birthday is Friday. Like not tomorrow, but next Friday, the 7th. But I also have a giveaway ending this Saturday, which is 2 giveaways. So I didn't want to do 3 giveaways at the same time because that's a lot of shipping. So new plan, instead of doing a birthday giveaway, is to do an 800 subscriber giveaway. So once I hit 800, I have a whole bag of yarn behind me that is ready to be given to someone else. But back to the regularly scheduled programming. It is Things We're Making Thursday. If you are new and you're not familiar with what that is, it is a year-long collab I am doing with a lot of other channels. I think the count is up to 18 or 19, somewhere in there. And every month we pick a free pattern throughout the interwebs to work on together. There's no like set rules or anything. You don't have to follow the yarn that's in the pattern. I mean, you don't really even have to follow the pattern to the T. There's no time frame of like what sections we're doing where. It's just, if you want to join us and work on the pattern, go ahead and join us and work on the pattern. And if you want to join us and you have your own channel, just email one of us who are working on this. Everybody's going to be linked down below. My email is always in my description box. My nose is really itchy. So just go ahead and email one of us and let us know you want to join in, and we will get you on the list. And I'll look forward to seeing your videos, and I'm sure everybody else will as well. Also, if you don't have a channel, I did create a Facebook group. Again, will be linked down below for everybody to share their progress and everything. If you have a channel and want to share on there, completely okay. If you don't have a channel and you're working on the projects and you want to share, post them to the Facebook group. I know we have quite a few people who are posting pictures over there that don't have a YouTube channel, and it's absolutely fantastic to see so many people joining in and doing all this. And Heather from Strings and Threads makes a picture collab video at the end of each month to show all the Facebook pictures here on YouTube. So that's great. And if you don't have either of those things and you want to join in still, you can also email me or anybody pictures of your work and we can add them into our videos. So definitely tons of ways for everybody to join in if you want. But like I said, it is a collab that we're doing every single month, and we pick a free pattern. Every month so far has been from Yarnspirations. April's pattern, which I'm going to show at the end of the video, is not. It's the first month that we picked from another platform. Sure, whatever. I will have all the previous patterns linked down below. And I'm just going to show you what I did for March, and then we'll talk about April. So for March's pattern, we chose the Luxe Pillow Trio. My cat got a hold of it. So I don't know what they were doing or which one was, but they ate a piece of it. But there it is. So these are just pillow covers that we were working on. This is a pattern by Lorna Miser that you can find right on Yarnspirations. Again, it will be linked down below. Just because we're done with it doesn't mean you can't still work on it. I chose to do pillowcase number 2 and 3 because there was 3 different pillowcases in this pattern. Here is number 1. I guess I should show. I did not end up doing this one. I know some people did all 3. Some people just did 1. I did 2 of them. I actually originally was going to go with this one. That was my original thought when I found that that we were doing this pattern, and I started it and I didn't really care for the look of it, so I went with pillowcase number 2 and 3. If you watch my previous videos, you've already seen number 3 because I did finish it a few weeks ago and showed the finished project. And I wasn't able to post a video last week because I was not feeling good at all. But there is pillowcase number 3. This picture does not do it justice at all. You can't tell what it is at all from the picture. But it was like clusters with cross stitches and everything. And I do still have mine in here. So here is how mine turned out. So you can see it was like 3 double crochets. Well, skip 1, 3 double crochets, and then you cross over those 3 to go back into the stitch you skipped. So it gives this really cool like cross stitch looking effect. For my back, I just did all double crochets. I used a Karen Spice Cake. The back in the pictures does call for like 2 panels that you button together. I didn't want to do that, so I didn't. And then I did work on pillowcase number 2, and that is what I'm going to show you now. It is just a basket weave stitch. And this is the first time I'm showing it because, again, I did have it halfway finished last week, but we've had quite a few illnesses going around the house, and I just did not feel good last Thursday. Well, pretty much all of last week, to be honest. But here is the finished pillowcase number 2. I think I made it a little bit smaller than I should have. Like, the pillow fits fine in it, but I did notice, for me personally, the stitches are stretched farther apart than I like. You can definitely see the pillow underneath these. And I just used throw pillows that we had laying around the house. The first pillow I showed was it's kind of like an outdoor pillow. The fabric on it is like almost like a waterproof fabric that you would maybe put on a patio or something. And we've had it for like 2 years now and never used it. And now that I have it covered, I have it on my couch all the time. And then this one, it came with my bed set, one of those like bed in the bag things. So it came with the sheets, the comforter, and like the pillowcases, but then 3 throw pillows. And again, I don't really use them. It's not anything practical to put on the bed, and we don't really ever make our bed ever, to be honest. I don't see the point when I'm just going to mess it up a couple hours later when I go back to bed. I mean, I will randomly make it, and I will make sure it doesn't look too terribly messy, but no one's in my bedroom anyways, so I don't really see the point. So it's not like I throw them on the bed when, you know, I'm up for the morning and I make my bed. I did at first, actually, when we first got the bed set, I did make the bed every single day, but I just really don't see the point in it. What is wrong with this pillowcase? This corner is, I didn't leave my ends in, but this corner is like stuck. I was trying to fix it. But there it is. Again, the front looks pretty good. You can kind of see the pillow through it, but not too bad. But these pillows are not the size that the pattern called for, so I was just kind of making it and holding it up to the pillow as I went to make sure it would fit. And I think I should have just gone maybe a row or 2 longer. It might have been a little bit baggy because honestly, this one is pretty baggy, but I actually prefer it to how tight this one is. So I still really love it. I've been using it every day since I finished it. I love this yarn. I definitely have to go back to Hobby Lobby and get more. I love this yarn. Stripes, is it called? I have one right next to me. Oh, I took the yarn label off of it. I think it's Stripes, and it's in the colorway Cinnamon Cedar. I actually bought 2 of them, and my original plan was to hold on to the 2 and get some more and make a cardigan out of it, which I'm still going to do. But I also thought it would be great for the pillow, which it is. So I'm still going to do that because this is just gorgeous. But there it is. And since I haven't made a video for a while, this doesn't have anything to do with things we're making Thursday. But I did go to Hobby Lobby during the huge yarn sale that everybody's been talking about. I personally didn't find anything I wanted, and I didn't want to buy the yarn just because I thought it was pretty. There was quite a few where I picked up, I was like, oh yeah, I could do something with that, but what am I going to do with it? And, you know, I kept asking myself that question, and if I said I didn't know, I put it back. So there was nothing that seriously drew my attention that I would use right away, and a lot of my yarn, like you can see some of the red tags right there. Not a lot of my yarn, but a good portion of my yarn is from Hobby Lobby sales, and I have no intentions of making anything with it, and I've actually given away quite a bit of it. So I didn't want to do it again this year. I didn't really have time to look too much, and there wasn't much left by the time I got there. So maybe if I would have went at the very beginning of it, maybe I would have got something, but honestly, nothing that struck my interest too much. So, I did pick up that yarn though, which wasn't even on sale. That was the whole point of that. But they only had 2 left, and I would have needed probably 5 to do a cardigan. So again, I'm going to go back at some point and get enough to make a cardigan, but I think it looks great on that pillow. So I guess that leads us into the April pattern, which I'm super, super excited for. I'm only going to show you the picture because I kind of rested my coffee cup on the second page and there's a coffee ring on it. But here is what we will be doing. I don't know if that's focused very well. It looks kind of blurry to me, but it's called the Greek Goddess Wrap Crochet Pattern. I will have it linked down below. This pattern does come from a blog of the creator, and there is ads in it. I personally like cut and pasted the pattern into Word and printed it. There is a paid for pattern, but the whole point of this is to use free patterns that you can find. So if you don't have the ability to do what I do, you can always just follow the pattern on your computer, tablet, phone, whatever you're using it on. There is a lot of pictures that go with the pattern too. I condensed mine down to just be, honestly, see, I guess I'm showing it. There's my coffee stain. 1.5 pages. If I would have kept all the pictures with it that show you, you know, the stitches that you're doing, it was about 8 pages. I looked through it really quick before I printed it, and also was helping somebody with the pattern, and I didn't really feel like I needed the pictures. It seemed pretty straightforward just reading it, so I just cropped out all the pictures and just took the actual pattern itself and printed it. So now it's pretty condensed. I just have the actual directions for the rows rather than, you know, the explanations on how to do them and everything, because I didn't think it'd be too difficult. But there it is again. And again, there is a paid for version if you really want to buy it. But again, our whole point to this is just to kind of use free patterns that we can all do together. That way no one feels pressured into buying a pattern. So it does have a free version available for you, but just like I said, there is ads throughout the pattern if you're using the website version, or you can do what I did, which I do with a lot of my patterns. There are so many really good patterns out there that are on blogs that have ads within the pattern, which is fine. And if I want to follow the pattern on my computer, or I don't really do much on my phone, to be honest, and I don't have a tablet, but I do most of my stuff on my laptop, I'll follow it on there, no problem. But if I do want a printed version of it, I'll just copy and paste it all into a Word document. So that's what I did here. And I am super excited about this one. I had the yarn that I was going to use out for it. Did I put it away? Hold on, let me grab it. It's a little bit messy because I did use it for another pattern, and then I decided I didn't want to make that pattern. So some of this has already been used, but there's really no gauge to the wrap, the goddess wrap that we're going to be doing. It does tell you on there how big she made hers and what her gauge is, but it's just a wrap. So unless you want it identical to the creators, there is no gauge. So I don't think it's really going to matter that I have a little bit of yarn missing out of this cake. And going back to the pattern really quick, it does call for 2 balls of Lion Brand Woolies in a DK weight. They do make Lion Brand Woolies bulky still, but they do not make the DK weight anymore. But you can definitely use the regular like Lion Brand Mandelas. Those are 3 weights. They are identical to the Woolies except they're acrylic. So you can use those. You can use Karen Skinny Cakes. Any 3 weight would work. I mean, a 4 weight would work completely fine too. It's just going to be a little bit bigger. It does call for an eye hook. This is 5.25. Every eye I have is a 5.5, which again isn't going to matter. That will work perfectly fine with a number 4 weight yarn too. So whatever you desire, go ahead. But I'm going to use a Mandela bonus bundle. my label has seen better days. But this is what, oh, it's in the colorway Sasquatch, and this is what it looks like. Again, I have already used this, and my cat got a hold of it. It was sitting on the bottom shelf, so he must have played with it. So it's missing just a little bit out of the middle, but again, the pattern calls for 2 Lion Brand woolies, which are almost identical to the regular mandalas, except with wool. So 2 of those is 1,180 yards, and this is 1,181 yards. And I'm probably missing, I don't know, maybe 10 to 20 yards. So I'm still going to be able to make the whole wrap with just this one cake. So that's what I'm going to be using. I think it's going to look really, really pretty. And like I said earlier, I am super excited about this. I've actually had this pattern saved to my computer since the day I got my computer, which was about 2 years ago, or my laptop, I should say. And I think it actually was a pattern I converted over from my old computer when my husband got me my laptop. So I've had this pattern saved for a very long time. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I just haven't worked on it yet, and I was about to start it myself because I kind of have this plan. I know if you watch previous videos, especially the beginning of the year, I had a plan to do like 11 of 2023. Usually people do 9 patterns of whatever year. I bumped it up to 11, and those are the 11 patterns I want to get done this year. But I also have a plan to go through my library, or at least my bookmarks that I have saved onto my computer that I haven't printed yet, and work on some of those patterns. And this is the one that I've been meaning to work on for a long time. So I finally was like, you know what, I'm just going to work on it. And I was going to start it. And then we were like, well, what are we doing for April? And it was in the list I gave everybody who chooses the patterns with me. And we did choose it. So I was really super excited because I've been wanting to make it. I was going to make it regardless. So I'm glad that everybody else will be making it with me too, because I really like the fact that none of us are really making anything that's going to look identical. And again, we have a pattern where the yarn is discontinued, so you actually can make this one look exactly like the pattern, because even though the wool ease is discontinued, there is a Lion Brand mandala, I believe it's the colorway Hades, that is the same exact as the picture. So this right there, they don't make it in the woolies anymore, but they do have a matching one in the Lion Brand mandalas, mandalas, whatever you want to call them, if you want to make it identical to this. So just a tip for anybody. And again, I think it's in the colorway Hades. I could be wrong, but pretty sure. But you know, you can already see mine's not going to match the colorway used in the picture. And I know some people already said they're not even going to be using Lion Brand yarn, which is cool. I really like to see everybody's creativity come out in these patterns. So I'm really excited to see how everybody's wraps look. And I'm excited to see what everybody did with their pillows for the last week. So thank you so much for watching my video. Again, check out every other channel involved down in the description. Check out the Facebook group. If you want to join in, just give us an email. If you don't have Facebook or YouTube and you want to join in, email me your pictures. I'll go ahead and get them loaded into my video so everybody can see them. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye.